Hello and welcome back to Versus Live, sponsored in part by Carnox. Go to carnox.com/SEG to check out these sweet new gaming chairs we got.
They're D's.
Oh yeah, D's plus. I am Todd Anderson.
Jerry Thompson.
Got Ross Merriman over there in the booth alongside Mr. Robbo. Why don't y'all both say hi?
You want to go first?
I made them. They didn't know who go first.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to be taking your questions. Make sure you tag at SEG Tour in the chat so I can see them, and I'll be throwing my favorite ones over to Jerry and Todd.
So it's really Ross's fault if I get mad, because he's picking the ones that make me the most mad.
It's also my fault.
Those are his favorite ones.
Normally, when you get mad, I'm just doing it from a different angle this time. It's good to expand your range.
Yeah, I mean, grass green, sky blue, Todd mad. So today we are putting a spotlight on Jerry's picks for the two formats at SCG Con Summer coming up this weekend. Standard deck is
Esper midrange, Esper hero.
Yeah, and we've already played one match, so if you missed it, make sure to check out the VODs, or if you're watching this on YouTube, should be just find it. I don't know how the algorithms work.
If you're currently watching this on YouTube, you've probably already watched the previous match.
Hopefully,
it's hard to say.
You have.
I don't know.
But we had an interesting match between a new version of Is It Phoenix that moved away from Crackling Drake, and the Esper deck, at least after Sideboard, seemed to handle it very easily. And in the pre-board games that we played off camera, Jerry actually beat me 3-0, I think. So it was really 3-1 pre-board and then 2-0 post-board with significantly different configurations both times. And I think a lot of your tools backed up your Planeswalkers well, but we're going to see if that can shine through today as we take it through the ropes against Gruul Aggro.
So Gruul is a deck that is popping up in response to things like Esper and Mono Red. You have a bunch of big toughness creatures, a very fast clock, and it was surprisingly the biggest deck in day 2 of GP Kansas City.
Well, that's crazy.
And
I didn't even know there was a Grand Prix in Kansas City.
Well, it was
got him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you get them? Did they get themselves? I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, at the MCQ that we went to in Knoxville, like Gruul was a big part of the field there too. Yeah. So this deck is definitely becoming more and more popular. It's kind of just like eating up Mono Red's metagame share, because I think a lot of the people who would normally play Mono Red are like, well, this Gruul Spellbreaker deck is a little bit better positioned.
So I think the big thing is that creatures with haste are quite good right now, because the Planeswalkers really suffer when you're like tapping out and then you play something like Spellbreaker to knock down a Narset that minused or a Teferi that minused, and give you these like bursts of damage later in the game, because early on they play this really powerful role of pressuring Planeswalkers, but can also close out the game when you back it up with a removal spell or just kind of overwhelm your opponent throughout the course of the game. This version is quite interesting. This is another version from Grand Prix Kansas City that made top 8. I forget the person's name. Don't quote me on it. So apologies for that. But we're going to be running this against your Esper Hero deck to see how it matches up. I lost match 1, so I'll be on the play.
But you have the marbles.
But no. It's game match 1, game 1. I mean, you don't get to be on the play every game. It's not fair.
Why not?
All right, so
spotlight's on me, Todd. It's on me.
You're not wrong.
My hand is good.
My hand is great. Great. You ready for this?
I guess I'm ready. Oh no.
Starts with an elf. It's great. But you're going to see even more why it's great in just a second. So we see this sometimes when people turn to a Teferi Time Raveler, but here I get to turn to a Living Twister.
Okay,
so,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not that scared.
It's not that bad.
But I don't think that's the same thing.
Red, green. Not easy. What?
What are the odds, Ross?
Pretty low, honestly. You need Stomping Ground Mountain or Stomping Ground Rootbound Crag.
Yeah.
An elf and Living Twister. So
it's a complicated calculation.
I don't even want to.
Yeah,
think about what's going to happen.
He's businessed. Wow, just perfect curve. Is this why people play this deck? Go.
That is not bad.
Is this why people play this deck? Perfect curves? Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and hate you. Perfect curve?
12.
Here you go.
This is what happened to me at my MCQ.
How are you going to deal with these big guys, Jerry?
I don't know. Probably not very well, honestly.
We might be a best of 5 on this match with how quick these games go. Oh, no.
I'm going to kill your elf.
Nice.
And gain 3 life.
Yeah, so you're 15. I go to 16 from the attack.
So a skosh late on that one.
Oh, what's that? Just another Rekindling Phoenix. Wow, bang.
I'm at 7.
Go.
Any D-Sparks?
Got any more in the sideboard?
D-Spark, snap D-Spark.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, still got some gas on the tank over here, buddy.
I got a Glacial Fortress.
Oh, yeah. Teferi. Minus. All right. Another pre-board game?
Sure.
Another pre-board game. All right. So Jerry's going to be on the play for a game.
Mine was good too. It's just my removal did not line up against your mythic rare creatures.
Shocking. Yeah. I don't know. Obviously, Nutso draw. Turn 1 elf. Turn 2 3-drop. And then Kindling Phoenix. End of dragon. If you're on the play, maybe killing my elf on 2 would have completely changed the texture of that game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Hit me with a question or two if we got them.
We got a lot of questions here.
Right.
Okay. One good one from Hysteus. Do you think that the Nissa ramp decks that emerged last weekend are going to be treated and stretch the format the way the Nexus decks used to, or are they going to be treated more like a mid-range deck?
I don't know. That's a good question. I'll say the Nexus decks were attacked in a very different way than these Nissa ramp decks are. The Nissa ramp decks play a lot like a normal mid-range strategy and don't really have that crux of needing to play at instant speed. So the Teferi Time Ravelers aren't nearly as good. Plus, they rely on Paradise Druid as one of their ramp cards, so it's a little bit harder sometimes for the Teferis to slow them down. And they play just such a huge amount of ramp that, like, one bounce at Teferi is not going to do it.
Yeah, I basically look at the blue-green decks like mid-range decks that are very good against other mid-range decks while being slightly worse against the aggro decks.
Right.
And it's just, what sort of field do you expect and want to actually play against?
One thing I love about their sideboard plan, though, is that they play stuff like Ripjaw Raptor, and they have, like,
Ripjaw's nice.
is it Thornwood Lieutenant?
Thorn Lieutenant.
Thorn Lieutenant and Ripjaw Raptor are just really strong against them.
So my hand is very bad, but I don't really like mulliganing with this deck when I have, like, ample lands, basically, just because you need to curve out and you're so resource heavy.
All right, I'm going down 6. Anything you got for me?
Blue Tempo Mage notes that these Gruul decks that play a lot of mana creatures usually have issues with flooding, so they need to play a lot of mana sinks. Now, this Gruul deck has Growth Chamber Guardian and Skargan Hellkite to help out there, but do you think that's enough, or are you looking to get some more mana sinks in there?
Twista!
Yeah, I think the Living Twisters are a great addition to the deck to help out with that, as well as Thorn Lieutenant. Like, this deck is really, it seems like really smartly built. Like, I'm personally not a huge fan of Growth Chamber Guardian since the printing of the card. I just think it's fairly, it looks like it should be good on paper, but when in practice, like, you're just investing 5 mana to make a 4/4 sometimes, and a lot of time you're just playing a Grizzly Bear, and it just seems really, really weak in a lot of scenarios.
It is a very good card, but there are definitely a lot of issues with it. And part of the problem is that there are also just like a lot of good alternatives. Like you can play the Explore package, you can play things like Thorn Lieutenant.
Well, Thorn Lieutenant is particularly good against Fairy Time Raveler because it's ability or spell.
Right.
And so triggers on the minus.
And it's just good against mono red too.
I don't keep 5-land Domri, right? Probably not. I'll just go to 5. All right, again.
You'll play another game?
It might be,
Aaron Frey is wondering, what do you think the best way to combat the Command the Dreadhorde decks is?
Just tune your deck. That is about it. Like,
I mean, it's a lot about the deck you play and not the card you play. But there is some wiggle room. I think one of the reasons why the the ramp deck with Nissa and Mass Manipulation has gained so much popularity is because your opponent can play 3 or 4 Planeswalkers, and then you just steal them all. And you don't put them in the graveyard, so they can't command the Dreadhorde or them back. Mono Red is really good at kind of invalidating the command the Dreadhordes because they attack your life total directly. But, I mean, that's the reason why they're good is because they prey on other mid-range decks, right?
Yeah.
Command the Dreadhorde is really strong there.
Yeah, I do think that any deck that is trying to pressure their life total is probably in a good spot. Obviously, you have some issues against the Explore package, but like this Gruul deck doesn't really care. Like you'll go over the top with flyers and things that are very, very large.
I played Force over Stomping Ground because we don't have the Living Twister, but we're going to get 100% punished here. Oh, okay. Attack for 1. And I'll play Gruul Guildgate, my fave.
Excuse me?
Look, I don't build all these decks, okay? I just play them. Oof.
Scared of the big stuff. 22.
You should be. Big stuff is good. Go.
What have you?
Phoenix and 2 burn spells.
You can keep those.
Yeah, I know. It was a pretty good 6. Had Elf, Phoenix, and some lands in removal, and
Yeah. So this card is not great. I could just try and dig for a Planeswalker, but even then, just having this might be good. I feel like this is just going to get gone over the top of, if that is correct English. Go.
I don't think it was, but okay. Drew a good one. We're going to Spellbreaker, and I think I'm just going to make it a 4/4 so it can't get hit by a backup Oath of Kaya. Your turn. The 3 damage might matter.
Or this.
Yeah, that's also good. I'll pitch a... So I can pitch a Shock or Forest, and I think I want to pitch the Shock because if we draw Skargenhulk, I don't want to be able to play it.
All right, I'm at 25.
I'd be at 26 from Oath and Bellhaunt and no damage taken. Oh, 1 elf attack. Yeah. There it is. Got him. For you. Thinking about chump blocking?
Dude, I don't want my life total to enter into the danger zone. Yeah, I'll block.
Okay. All right, we're going to play our land and the elf. Your turn.
All right, all the things. Give me that elf, too.
All right, so 9.
I take-
Trigger on the stack. We'll pop the Phoenix, and then he won't be able to get it back. So you're going to go to 20.
I get an
You
egg.
do get an egg that blocks forever.
All right, so I take 9, but I gain 3, so I take 6. I go to 19.
Yep.
Go.
We got 19 to 20.
Yep.
Check. Shock the elf. Give me my elf. Give me my elf! Yep. Go. Would you like some eggy pudding?
Go.
Bang.
5 damage.
You're at
14.
Twister. So
Oh, no. I'm so dead. I'm so alive.
I'm 100% bouncing a land, in case that was unclear.
G. Return a land.
Yeah, tapped land. So it says tap land, so you don't accidentally bounce an untapped land on Arena.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That is smart. Oh, what do I care about?
This. Is he big?
Yeah, he's big.
He dead. So. You have a Teferi. Or not.
No, Teferi would make things pretty easy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
All right, I'm just going to bounce Forest.
Cool.
Untap. Draw. Attack for 3.
Yep, 11.
And I'm going to play on Lieutenant. And now I don't know if I want to hold the land or not, because if he plays Bellhaunt, I don't really want to discard a land to the elemental, and I can just bounce it again at any point. So I'm gonna play
it's free to play the land.
Yeah, that's true. It's the first time actually getting to use Living Twister. What are you at?
14. After I cast his Oath of Kaya.
All right, I'll get me a Liam Lonergan. Okay. So you're 14.
Go. I always do this. This is so dumb. This is not going to do anything, so I should just do this to surveil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Go.
All right. Now I think I just don't bounce it because I don't need to. Or I guess I will because there's no reason not to. There it is.
Well, it stays in play. So,
right, but now it would cost 3, and now it just costs 2. And I can play the land if I don't want.
No, it doesn't cost 3 because it's still on the battlefield. It's free.
All right.
Now, if you draw land, you get an extra. You would if you had Thorn Lieutenant, but yeah. Take 4 down to 10.
Go. And now I can basically just spend 3, turn 2 of my lands into shocks. Sure.
Could I get a line?
Come on, man. Stop putting me on the spot. I don't remember them. We've already been over this. You're at 10.
I'm at 10.
All right, I'm gonna put you to 8. Then
That's it? All right. Sorry I'm late.
please don't bell me. I feel like a big dum dum.
Go. Yeah, maybe you should have picked up another land too. I don't know.
Maybe. All right, you.
6. Yep.
Go. Yep.
That's 6?
You're dead if you let me untap.
I understand. Do I need to fairy minus on the twister, or do I have to try and get lucky?
I don't know.
So end of my turn, you would bounce 2 lands, and then you can hit me for 4. I guess you could pick up. Yeah. So you can only deal me 4 with this.
If you minus? What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying if I draw a card in brick.
No, I'm just gonna in a turn shoot you, untap, shoot you. 'Cause I have
Okay.
elf.
Yep. That makes more sense.
They pattern Twister are interesting.
What am I supposed to do?
I think you minus on Twister so you don't die. Then I have to basically, I'm forced to kill hero, I think, at that point. So now I'll just throw this here.
Yep.
This gets tucked.
Go.
You're at 6 still, which is
Yep.
attack.
4.
Go. And play the line so we didn't get bell haunted.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
What?
That was pretty good.
Oh. Woof.
Wow.
You get a minus and draw a card?
Yeah, I think so. Been saving this elemental for a rainy day.
Okay. You're at 4, right?
I'm at 4. Why do you ask?
'Cause
Go.
there's a Hellkite on top.
No, there's not.
Go.
Why are you lying to me, Todd?
Oh, no.
Ooh.
It only works for fireballs, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't slam it hard enough. And it does only work with fireballs.
Here's a Parnell.
Cardinal. Draw a card.
Gonna bounce this.
Nice. Love it. You know, zap me down to 17 and you go to 7?
Not yet.
This game took a turn.
Yeah.
All I had to do was draw a spell.
That's lucky. Todd didn't do a lot of spell drawing.
Nah, I've been drawing a lot of lands lately.
Bell haunt you to 7. Tap this thing. Oh, wow. A twister. So powerful.
Wow. That's what we're doing now? All right. You're up.
Kill it.
All right, you win. Man, close game. Went from can I untap with a twister to kill you to can't possibly win in a million years.
That's kind of what this deck does, though. Like, you have all the Planeswalker chains and Commander Dreadhorde
What'd
and
you
stuff.
do, Ross? Ross broke something?
No, Ross didn't do anything.
I don't believe you.
What? Tell me. Wait, did the whole program just...
No, our graphics just went down for a second, like it does sometimes.
Oh, okay.
I can't. You got to be careful how you press control, and I wasn't paying enough attention and held it for too long, I guess.
Oh. Are you just covering for Ross?
No.
Okay, good. Are we still in the air?
Yes.
Okay, tilt. All right, we're going to take a short break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for more Versus Live.
Well, you gotta give me a second. I was too busy fixing that.
God. Okay, so
JK.
man, live TV sucks.
All right, now we're good.
So, my sideboarding is pretty easy. I just got Wraths and Angels, cutting some heroes that are not very good with Kaya's Wrath. They're kind of good with Kaya's Wrath, but not very good against your big monsters. And then Command the Dreadhorde is potentially very powerful, but I feel like my life total is going to be under pressure. And then Elder Spell doesn't have a whole lot of targets, so mostly just looking to control Todd's creatures, win with a big flyer.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty smart sideboard plan. For my side, the Legion War Bosses normally would be like a clean card to come in this matchup, but the more I play with them, The more I'm just not liking them. My original sideboard plan, I was going to board out all the lightning strikes, and I just couldn't figure out cards to bring in. Now, this version's a little wonky because we have Domri and Sarkin in the main deck, and then we want to bring in Tybalt in the matchup, so the Immortal Sun locks down like 7 or 8 of our own cards, which is a little awkward.
The thing is, if you have Immortal Sun, I have 12 cards that don't work. You're drawing 2 cards a turn. Your spells are cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
Things
why
are bigger.
that's why it's there, right? Like,
Yeah.
and you know, it is pretty good once it gets going. Now the question is, what else do I cut if I want to bring in the 2 Legion War Boss? And my instinct is actually just got 2 Domri, because the fighting is not that good in this matchup, and the ramping, like the games are going to go pretty long, so like ramping is also not a huge deal.
The Crusade is good with War Boss.
The Crusade with War Boss is good, and then the only other option I think is just like cutting some random creature. But all my creatures are pretty good against you, except maybe Living Twister. But if I'm cutting Lightning Strike and Shock, I want some ways to handle Hero Precinct 1, and Domri can be that. But
It's coming out.
right, but I don't 100% know that. Living Twister is not really for this matchup, so I'll just do this. I think War Boss is better than Twister in the matchup. So
Yeah.
all right. Questions, comments, concerns, burns?
Burns.
Fetchlands is wondering what happened to Esper Control.
Teferi Time Raveler made Absorb unplayable, and therefore every deck needs to just tap out. Therefore, just tap out yourself.
Yeah. Narset also made Chemist's Insight very weak, and it's just a better Chemist's Insight for the most part.
Now, with all of these 3-mana Planeswalkers sort of almost dominating the format, Croc MT is wondering if the 3-slot in a lot of decks is getting too crowded.
Not really. You don't see people overloading on 3-drops. Like this Esper deck, for example, is no longer playing Thief of Sanity. So you have Teferi, Narset, Oath of Kaya, and that's about it.
Yeah, if you were to play Thief of Sanity, you would probably cut a 3. But I think Narset's just better in the spot. So more.
For both of you, who is your favorite Nick Prince?
Easy Nick Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick Prince.
Okay. Which Planeswalker would Morgan Freeman voice? From Event,
Teferi?
Time, and Space.
I honestly hope it would be Teferi, right?
Yeah, but would like Danny Glover be better as that? Like the old. Like...
Well, dude, Teferi does say I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I'm getting too old for this. That would be dope. So Morgan Freeman, I don't know. You know, he is the voice of God, so maybe Nicol Bolas, but like
he would
really
be
gravelly.
No, he would be a good Ugin.
He would be a good Ugin. Okay, I'm down with that.
Okay, which Planeswalker would Samuel L. Jackson voice? Who's an angry Planeswalker?
Nicol Bolas.
Could be like
Say Dominaria again!
could be a good Domri.
They speak English in Dominaria? All right, my hand's busted. You lose. Sorry.
All right, new game.
If you want.
I mean, I'm on 6. I'll scry.
All right.
Bottom.
18.
Must be nice. Go.
War Boss you. Okay, maybe War Boss is pretty good in this deck.
I think, Todd, you're finally feeling how Ross normally feels with elves.
Yeah, wow. I mean, my eyes are open. Normally they're closed because I'm sleeping. But right now they're open, and it's Lenore Elves, baby.
Go.
Lenore Elves with powerful 3-drops.
Name a more iconic duo.
Trigger.
Not the best 4-drop I've seen.
14.
Go.
How do you feel about Gilbert Gottfried as Jace?
They sent me to a plane with a bunch of pirates, and I forgot what I was doing. And
Oh, come on.
I'm just gonna tick up because he's definitely verdicting me or whatever.
7 down to 10.
Yeah. Go.
Tight spot.
What you got? Wrath me, bro.
4, 6, 7, 8.
You better wrath me, bro.
Or else what?
Or else you're dead. Unless you cry the Carnarian.
What if you're dead?
What if I'm dead? Yeah, okay.
Thought erasure you.
Rats.
Top.
I told you it was like one of the best draws I've ever had.
Go.
Nah, I'm gonna lose. I'm just gonna lose now.
Well, if you draw a land or a spell, it's bad for me.
Oh, this one.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What am I at? 1?
You're at 2 or 1? I don't know. What
2,
were
4,
you?
6, 7, 8. I'm at 2.
I think you might have missed some points somewhere.
I don't think so.
Okay.
2 is an important life total.
Why is that?
It's not 0.
Go.
Also means your attack puts him to 1 here, but a land kills him.
What about an elf?
Oh, wow. How are you so bad at this, Todd?
This is gas.
So you eat this and take 2, 4, 5, 6 down to... You're dead. What are you talking about? I'll kill you. Oh, are you 1 or 2?
I'm at 2.
Okay.
2.
Block your lieutenant.
Go.
I'm 5.
Come on.
So this thing. Hold on. Do I get to attack or no?
I don't know. Probably not.
This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I think we should go back and check the tapes and figure out your life total, because I'm pretty sure you should be dead. I was having too much fun.
Go.
I think we have to change Todd's name again.
All right, so if we just attack with this, he chumps. Otherwise, he doubles, and I kill this, and he goes to 7. If I attack with everybody, walks here and here. 3. We pump this one, eat this. This eats this. He goes to 7 down to 4. What happens if he eats? There's no way he would eat this, right? He just forced the double or forced 1 pump. Okay, I think I attack with these. So you have to block here.
No, I don't. I'm at 10. This will put me to
2,
10.
4, 5. How are you at? Oh, you gained 5 from the bell hunt. Okay. So I guess just this.
Well, I got to block with something. Feel like I might as well double block and actually get the trade rather than just chumping with bell haunts, but
I think that would be true if I didn't have a second one, but like here you could just draw like a spell removal spell for one of them or something,
yeah,
and then block, I pump, and then you kill it or something. Who knows?
I'm doubling. It's fine.
All right,
I go to 10.
go.
Sorry, I'm late.
Can't do over this.
Yep, my bad. My
That's
bad.
cool. It's cool.
My bad.
It's cool. Cool.
So I could bounce my bell haunt to gain 3 life. I could bounce the lieutenant so you don't have a thing to
Bounce
attack
the
me
Kaya's
with.
Wrath and then kill the Thor's.
Oh, that's way better than bouncing the Thorn Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna bounce this. We'll see what happens. All right, fine. That thing.
All right, and you're at 13
Yep.
somehow, even though I'm pretty sure you should be dead.
Remember when your draw was great?
Yeah.
I don't.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Your draw was medium as far as I'm concerned.
I should have made a dragon because I had another Sarkin in hand. So if you Wrath, I tick up, play Sarkin, minus make a dragon. That was where I messed up. So I ticked up because I assumed you were just going to Kaya's Wrath. All right, let's go. These 2 at Teferi, you gain, and then these at you.
So I go to 15, you go to 16.
You eat this, take 2 down to 13.
Do I even care about the 2/2 or would I rather kill an elf? These 4 are me, right?
Yeah.
Elf has to have more utility, right?
Okay, you're 12.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go.
Hiya!
I'm at 16. Can't believe I'm going to lose this game. I chucked this game.
You're at
so
13.
bad.
I'm at 15. Go.
Well, that was good.
Uh-oh.
What do we get?
Hellkite.
Yeah. It's so big.
5, 6, 7. I think I put a counter on it.
Oh, yeah.
So I get to untap maybe with it. And no tax. Let's say go.
Jerry, come on. Give the man some hope.
Come on. Okay. Sorry, I'm late.
Okay, draw a chart of course.
All right. These 3, it's fairy.
Eat your gobos. Take 2. So you're at 11. I'm at 17. You're at 5.
Yep.
Go.
Go. Block 1.
Okay.
2.
Go.
Play a dragon. Go. Check the tape. Check the tape, please.
I seriously
Yeah.
didn't think I was going to win either, but thankfully, I'm
I
great.
play bad. I play bad and get punished. It's okay. It's fine. All right. Well,
Chat, did I play great? Did I play great, chat? Let me know.
You didn't even know you could bounce your own Oath of Kaya, okay?
I did that in the last game.
Right, but I meant like...
I would have
you know,
gotten there. I didn't try and make the play.
Come on. Come on, buddy.
Chat, tell me. Be honest.
I'll be honest. I'm mad.
Salt.
Yeah. All right, so I'll be on the play here for game number
4?
4. We are 2-1 in your favor right now, I think.
Hell yeah. Ooh, I'm on the play.
I had 2 close games. You are not on the play.
You played first.
I lost the game.
You play first.
The rules don't matter here, Todd.
Yeah. It's like, whose line?
Just give me those marbles.
You're just going to steal them anyway.
Whose marbles
True.
are they anyway?
Yeah.
True.
Well, they're the people's marbles.
Wasn't I on 6 cards
We did-
too, Chad?
I don't think so.
I had
Wasn't Todd
so
paying
few
great?
cards. How did I
Are you
win?
really just going to make me get mad?
I think
Too
we're-
late for
I think
that.
we're well
I'm
past.
on the play. I keep.
I also keep.
All right, I'm going to slow it down so I don't mess up because my hand is nuts again. This deck's really good, and if I was better,
I'll
That would be
play
great.
a hollowed fountain.
3.
Fine.
The best card on Versus Live was the one on top of Jerry's library.
That one was good.
You made me discard.
What did that do? Land? Yeah, I'll take the Phoenix. Ooh. Ooh.
I just had a goblin token. Am I crazy?
All right, I'm at 12.
Go. So,
So,
hey, maybe this deck is great.
maybe. Maybe if you draw Atlanta Elves into 3-drop every game, Todd, God, you're so lucky.
See, this
Still
is,
lose
this is,
most of them.
you were saying almost verbatim what I say to Ross on the daily.
Sometimes Todd just messages me that, even when there's no
Yeah,
Versus
it's
Live.
like, you
Just Monday morning.
Atlanta Rolls, really? Every time? I'm pretty sure I had it all 4 games.
Yeah, this is kind of awkward.
Because you kind of want to blow up Elf so I can't cast Sarkhan because you're going to Wrath next turn. Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it doesn't really do anything, though.
Yep.
All right, I'll bounce your elf.
Bounce the Elf.
Go. Come on, chat. Come on.
What do you want chat to do?
I want them to help me.
Give me your energy. Okay. Let's go 1 at the fairy and 6
7.
at you. 3, 7 at you. You're 5.
Yep.
And how can you get out of this without a Kai's Wrath?
I'll find a way, Todd.
If he just kills this, then we can do this. All right, go. I think overextending here is not ideal. A Bell Haunt here would be a little annoying. Nice peels. Good peels.
Thanks, chat. Go.
Did you not have the black, or you needed it to not deal you damage?
Don't worry about it.
You did get about 5 people sending in their energy to you, Jerry. So
Hell yeah.
Apparently that was enough.
All right, so Sarkin's gonna go to
6.
make it dragon.
I believe it's pronounced
Shock.
Dagron.
Dagron? That's what I thought. Got a Peace Holy Dragon here. It's tight.
I will. Ooh, wrong one. That one.
All right, you go to 8.
Yep. Your turn.
So luckily the dragon can't get desparked, which is tight. And neither can this war boss. And I think I'm gonna play that instead of the other thing I drew. Trigger.
Yeah, that plays.
You
Bounce it.
bop it.
Twist it.
7.
Yeah.
I'll go and play the elf. Go. Hopefully you don't get Pride of the Carnarium. Okay, that's fine.
Go.
Your turn.
That ain't bad.
You like it?
That is unbelievable. So 10.
10 to 18. Your turn, Todd.
Okay. Okay.
Must be nice. Unreal. Attack you.
Block. You
Oath the token.
Agnoramus.
Go.
All right, go. You're at
13. Ah! Sorry I'm late. I'll bounce my Oath of
God.
Kaya.
Yeah. Draw a card. My go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's that? You can't win anymore? Go.
Mm. How many D-sparks are gone? 1.
Ooh, you got a chance.
So
You know, if you draw another Time Reveler, you can minus about...
Oh. What are you at, 18? All right.
I'm at 18.
I got
That's a lot of text on that card.
I got this. Dude, I did it. I drew the other Time Raveler.
Dude, I think I'm going to win this one.
Guess I'm supposed to play it, so I just have 1 at 4.
Okay.
Go.
Draw and draw. These are legendary? Crap.
Unlucky. Yeah. Combo deck.
Cost 1 less, Todd.
Look, I didn't build the deck.
Cost 1 less.
Sure, whatever. I burned for 1.
Ooh, runners.
I go.
Go. Chat, what happened?
This is how Magic is supposed to be.
Your turn. Oh, yeah. Block pieces.
Ooh.
Nice.
Could be anything. Go.
Well, now I can only draw 1 a turn. That's actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Good job, Static.
Ah, War Boss. Nice. Sorry. It's dead. Go.
Go.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Put a counter on it.
Yeah, it's just going to die. Counter, land, go. Noise.
Go.
Shock. You.
Bounce it.
Dead.
Bop it.
You bounced it?
I can't kill it.
That's true. Okay. Good news for me. All right. Well, now gonna just give it haste and hit you for 5, put you to 6, and then
Jerry said
I'm at 6.
13.
I took
shocked him
2.
with the-
Oh, you took 2 from a shock? Okay.
No, I shocked him with the scar.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Go. You go to 9.
Yep.
Okay.
Go.
What? Attack you for 6.
Damn. All right. 3.
I will play a Living Twister.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Were you paying mana for that, or
Yeah.
you got 1 more untapped?
So I thought, okay,
Should
Domri
have
costs
5 total because Domri costs 2.
Go. Got there. All right. Do we have time for game 5?
Yeah.
Good. I want it. I want it so bad.
It's not even 2 yet. It's close, but
Okay. Hit me.
Chat, what happens?
Not a ton of questions at this point. We do have one good one from Histeus that I was saving. We got some time here.
All right.
And it was a point that about being old, which I think we can all relate to. Apparently, Jerry has remarked about being like maybe just too old to find like certain deck lists. That's what Histeus was saying in the chat. I don't know if you remember this. Maybe you're just too old to remember it.
Yeah, maybe. That sounds accurate. There are like, definitely certain decks that will play like the full 50 minutes or whatever, where I'm just like, I don't want to sign up for this.
Your mic's kind of broke. That's why it's wobbling like it is. We'll fix it after the break. Don't worry.
Okay.
You still sound good, so.
So yeah, like playing Lantern in a tournament, I could do when I was 20, but I certainly would not willingly sign up to do now, even if it were by far the best deck.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same boat. I regularly don't play the deck that I know is the best, just so I have more fun.
Well, that's different. That's because you're stubborn.
It can be two things. My hand is great again.
I mean, stubborn and old do tend to correlate.
That is true.
Stuck in my ways.
Oh, man.
You're on the play. You're out.
Go.
Now what do I do? I think I want to counter on the draw so we can't Oath of Kaya. Your turn.
And then that just makes me want to Oath of Kaya your elf.
Good.
Face. Just kidding. Smork.
All right.
23.
23 to 20. Wax you.
19.
Play another 4/4. Boom. Got him. Don't Kai's Wrath me, brah.
So many good options.
One card I actually kind of want to try in this deck is District Guide. Just because the second red is actually kind of hard to get sometimes. Just like the old Civic Wayfinder in the Elves deck from Mr. Gindy. Remember them?
Who? Go.
Saw my Civic Wayfinder
Yeah.
and playing District Guide in this deck for the second red. Kind of like Mr. Gindy.
Jade Light is typically better.
4/4, I'll get drained for 2. You
So I go to
21
17.
And then hope you don't have Kai's Wrath. Your turn.
Chat saying that you purposely gave Jerry the broken mic, Todd, because you were pretty salty.
Pretty sure he broke it. It's literally the same mic you use. Look, he tried to get it underneath his ears, over the hoodie, or hoodie over it,
Hoodie?
Or no, beanie, excuse me. I don't know
So
your-
17, 18, yeah?
Yeah. Wrath. Ooh,
15.
pretty good.
Good.
All right, 16. Phoenix.
Okay.
Go.
That's not good.
For...
You. Lyra's so big.
It is big. What do you want me to do about it?
Kill it.
Look, if you take a look at the deck list, there are no ways to kill it. So I don't know what you want from me.
Kill it.
Tick up.
Untap D-Spark the Phoenix.
Go.
Okay.
You know I have a scorn still.
Right. Sarkin.
All right.
Minus make a Derdrin.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Could ship everything at the ferry, but he gets to eat this, D-Spark this. I don't know if that's worth it. Eat this, D-Spark this. What are you doing? Ross is going to go get a token. Uh-oh. That means Jerry's got a weird token coming.
I'll draw a card.
I don't know what's happening.
Me either.
I don't know either. I'm a little worried.
Is he going to go get me what's the Collision Colossus? Is that the one you're looking for? Sure. What are you doing? Okay. I'm not going to look at it yet.
Is it Casualties of War or something?
Mm.
Get another Teferi. I'll Oath your Sarkin.
Okay.
Up to 18. Go.
All right. found it.
Oh.
Found the Collision Colossus. It was in the box over there.
Oh, yeah.
Not in my deck. All right. Good joke, Ross. Good
Kill it.
That's too big. My spoon is too big. Okay. This thing.
Cool.
Pastes everybody at Teferia.
Oath of Kaya.
Yeah. You go to 14.
No, you go to 14.
Or if I go to 14,
I go to
yeah.
20.
I do it 17.
And then I took 2 on the turn that you went attack, because I gained 2.
Sure. Whatever. You're 20. 14 to 20.
We can check the tape if you want.
You know what?
We had him at 18 over here.
Okay. It's fine. So eat this, despark this, Teferi dead.
You know, I just got another Teferi off my thing, right?
No, I wasn't paying attention because
Okay.
I got Collision Colossus bothered.
Uh,
You know what? It's not gonna attack. Whatever. Here we go.
Done?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want from me. I got a million 4/4s. Whatever. Can't beat Teferi. Yeah. You brick? Still.
No, I had choices.
I guess you're gonna take my Collision Colossus on.
Probably. Probably.
All right. Oh, you took Collision Colossus. It's fine. I have the Immortal Sun that I've had for
It's
a
okay.
while.
I got more cards for you, Todd.
What is that?
Here you go. Here you go.
Graveyard.
Okay, so I got stocked one.
Fight with fire.
Look, if
You want
Cost,
a Nissa?
cost one less for the Mortal Sun.
Do you want a Nissa who shakes the worlds to go along with that? All right, so you have a Thorn Lieutenant in your hand, and that's it?
that is it.
All right, I'll attack you.
9 to 25.
Alkai's Wrath gain 1.
Okay.
So I gain 6. You have an egg. End of turn. I'll untap 2 lands and bounce this. Go.
Why'd you just kill it?
Bounce it. You don't want to play your Thorn Lieutenant?
Not really. Look, it's not my fault that my entire draw was completely brick-walled by Lear Dawnbringer, okay? That is what we like to call in the business a deck-building error.
Yeah,
and not
that's-
one that is my fault.
that's rough.
That's fine. You have 3 Lears in your sideboard?
Yeah,
It's a lot,
it is a lot.
but it's awesome.
Andrea was the first person I saw to play 3.
Sure. I mean, it looked really good there. It's something that can give you closing speed against the aggressive decks, which I like. And we'll just do more questions and stuff. That's 3-2, right, on that match?
Yep.
Okay, so Jerry is up 2-0 in matches with his standard deck, which is pretty sweet. We're going to be moving on to Modern here in just a minute. Do we have any cool questions, or should we just talk about the matchup?
Well, we got a lot of questions about the decks that you were playing.
All right. hit me.
So for the Gruul deck, is there a reason why you don't see a lot of Vivians in these decks of either kind? Really big Vivian is probably the one that you see most often.
5 drops a little rough just because you have Skargan Hellkite and Sarkin the Masterless, and fitting in a Vivian or whatever just makes your curve a lot worse. In this particular iteration, they have chosen Sarkin the Masterless and Skargan Hellkite, so you can't really fit more 5s in there. I do like Vivian Reed, but I think it's a lot better in Wild Growth Walker decks, just because you can usually gum up the ground with your Explorer creatures and keep your life total reasonably high, but as the game progresses, your creatures just compound in their strength, and Vivian finding either the Wild Growth or the Jade Light, depending on what you already have, is just quite good. And since your other creatures gum up the ground, you have Vivian that can check flyers. So.
The Gruul decks I was building were basically just like trying to find a good shell for Nissa. This is like before Nissa popped off, basically. And Hellkite and Sarkin both do the attack in the air thing, but Nissa with Thorn Lieutenant, Grow Chamber Guardian is like pretty decent.
Yeah.
I could have seen having like some Fight with Fires or something like that to actually take advantage of all the mana and stuff, but I'm actually not even sure what is better between Nissa and the 2 5 drops, like between Sarkin and Scargan.
So the deck already has Domri, right? So like I think there is a lot of value in having Sark in the master list. The Hellkites can be good because they allow you to attack immediately, and that haste lets you pressure planeswalkers pretty well. The problem is usually
so does Nissa most of the time.
Yeah, so does Nissa, and that's certainly fair. The problem for me comes with that 4 damage doesn't actually kill Teferi here of Dominaria, so you need like a Domri already on the battlefield for it to do it. Also, I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, the play patterns between Kai's Wrath and Oath of Kaya make it really hard on how you sequence your Gruul Spellbreakers. Like, obviously, they were strong, but we got into a spot where we were just kind of at a stalemate against the Lyra Dawnbringer, and like, I missed out on a lot of damage in the early game because I was trying to play around Oath of Kaya. But that got my Llanowar Elves hit, and maybe that's actually just way worse. I should just force you to target Spellbreaker so that I can chain up the curve more easily. So a lot to figure out there, but obviously that'll just come with time practicing with the deck. So.
Okay. On the Esper side of things, Other Cross wants to know from Jerry, why have these Esper decks moved away from Mortify?
There's just not a lot of things worth mortifying aside from Experimental Frenzy. No one's playing Search for Arcana anymore. Frenzy is basically the big one, and you have ways to cover it with like D-Spark and Teferi. So that's about it. I mean, Oath of Kaya has ups and downs, like you saw in this match where the 3 damage could not tag a 4/4, but it does gain you life. It does hit planeswalkers. There are things like the interactions with the planeswalkers where it helps keep you alive if they're attacking your planeswalkers, and you can bounce it with Teferi. So there's a lot of pros and cons, and you will see throughout the format's lifespan like cards like that move in and out of decks as people try and configure their deck to fight specific things.
Yeah, now that there's not a lot of Mortifies in these decks, maybe we should start moving back to different enchantment threats. Maybe things like History Benalia can see a bit more play.
Sure. I mean, History was always good against Mortify anyway. I think the real trick is that Mortify is not really that necessary because Raveler just can bounce enchantments. So, like, even though you have Conclave Tribunal in your deck, like, there's a chance I just get to, like, bounce it to unlock a Hero of Dominaria or a Basilica Belhan. You just get that sweet enters the battlefield effect on top of it. So you just have enchantments are just not super good right now other than Experimental Frenzy, even on top of that, because Time Raveler can like negative tempo you on them and stuff. So
we're also seeing a decline in just a lot of big creatures. I mean, these Gruul decks have popped up recently, but before we were seeing Sultai decks that topped off at Hydroid Crisis, and now we're seeing them top off at Planeswalkers and Command the Dreadhorde. Mortify a little bit less effective against that kind of a plan.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Teferi kind of makes it so you can't really play those big creatures. Like Rekindling Phoenix is a thing whose stock just plummeted when people started playing Teferi.
Yep. Okay, back to the Gruul side of things. Thoughts on Mobilized District? I know I've seen some sideboards with a couple. Somebody in chat was saying that they played 2 main deck in their list and were really happy with them. Is that something you could see doing some good work, especially if people are bringing in Kaya's Wrath against you?
I mean, I like the card a lot. It functions a lot like Mutavault, but the question is, like, can you play a lot of double red cards in your Llanowar Elves deck and still play Mobilized District? This version actually chose to go really hard on the double red stuff. It played Gruul Guildgate even.
Yeah, and 25 total lands, which is more than
25 lands with the Llanowar Elves. In order to facilitate that, Living Twister obviously a strong card against the aggressive deck, so I like that slant. And I heard Mono Red and Gruul were like 2 of the most played decks at the Grand Prix. So
Gruul was about 18% at day 2, Mono Red 14%.
And so there's a bit of stock in playing Living Twister, and that also gives you a mana sink, whereas that's really what you want with Mobilized District. Obviously, against Kaya's Wrath, it's a little bit worse, but you have to take into consideration like the mana requirements in your deck, and I think Living Twister is probably better than Mobilized District right now.
Even in my list where I was green slanted, had Nissa, didn't have Scargan Hellkite or Sarkin, so I had like 10-8 or 8-6, something like that. Like I had more forest than mountains and 2 mobilized districts. The districts were good, but I still felt that mana tension a lot.
I think there is some merit, like I was talking about District Guide and playing maybe that compare with Mobilized District because it gives you more cards to utilize that for colorless mana in the casting costs, as well as helping you find that second red or even first red sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Plus they both have District in the name, and that's just good synergy.
Both districts, yeah.
District Tribal.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our second match of the day. After this, we're going to be moving to Modern. Jerry is going to be piloting, is it Phoenix?
Yep.
All right, and we're going to be taking that through the I don't want to say through the ropes because that's not
Gauntlet?
Not really, because there's only 2 decks.
It's a small gauntlet.
Yeah.
Todd's only got a
Taking it through
couple
the paces. That's what I want.
couple affinity stones. You don't have all 6 or whatever.
I mean, they're still Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
So
Thought
still
Jerry
really
was
powerful.
playing blue-white.
Oh yeah, you are playing blue white.
Oh yeah,
Sorry. Never mind. So we're going to be taking.
Are you playing Phoenix?
Probably. We'll just get to it in a minute. It
Wait to
doesn't matter.
submit 6 decks. It was a lot.
Yeah. We'll get to it in just a second. But we're going to take a short break here while we get those decks all put together and get the match set up for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back for more Versus Live.